Yes, there you go. Okay, double check. If it's no good, somebody helps you. Doesn't look that bad.
But sometimes you notice, no, it's not smell. Smile. Very good.
Can you hear me this way, or do I have to use microphone?
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Welcome, everybody. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, let's start with a question. Who believe you never had problem with communication? Who believe you always be understood and you always understand everybody? Who believe that? Show me your hand. Nobody, right? Communication is difficult. It's really difficult. And then I don't understand. It's already difficult. Why we have so many languages in the world? And make it even more difficult, right? If we all speak one language, and then the communication can be easier. At least we understand what it sounds like, but now we don't. So the fact is, in the world we have so many languages, so we have more barrier in our communication. Who here actually knows more than one language?
Yeah,
Wow! How did you learn that? And another question, who here actually is learning or planning to learn another language or improving your language? Wow! You want to learn two languages, I guess. So yeah, it's helpful, right? To know more than one language. We can travel the world, we can communicate with people. And we know we have 1 billion in China. What are we trying to do? We're trying to get out of China. We're trying to go all over the world. And we're trying to understand what other people are thinking. So the billion people are learning English. And we have some foreigner here. And are you interested in China?
Yes.
Yeah, for traveling, for delicious food, for different culture, or for attractive girls. I heard that. I don't know if it's true, but anyways, we are learning Chinese too. How we can learn languages? We look at the dictionary. The language is just about the words? No. The languages are sentences, a style, your tones, and how you start the word, how you have ups and downs and the twists. It's just the style, right? I have a lot of stories about the difficulty of learning languages. I'll tell you the stories later. So, how we can learn English easier? How we can learn English fast, and how we can learn English with some fun. When I was in China, I started to learn English from I was 10. So my teacher told me, just look into the words. As long as you know all the words, you can express yourself, which is pretty true, right? And when we say go to the restaurant, I remember I was in Korea for the football matches a few years ago. We went to the restaurant. We want to order something. The only thing we know how to say is pan, is rice. So we know that word. We were happy. And then we had been eating rice for several days because that's the only word we know in the Korean language. So it's not just language, it's the tone, it's the style, it's the background, it's the culture. We cannot just learn it from the book. We cannot just learn it from the dictionary. We need a tool. So I have a tool for you here. Most of people know we here. Why we have this is our Lego. One word and one language. I heard that lovely story from our boss here. We luckily get the founder and the boss of the En101 company from the States to visit our Vancouver. It's Richard. You want to? He has the vision to invent this internet English and not just English, the language learning program on the internet. He has the vision several years ago, and after this, they launched on 2005 February, right? It's been 2 years, and we have 100,000 customers in the world, in the 190 countries. 190 countries. I don't know how many countries in the world, but 190 countries is a pretty big number for me. And also he combined this with a business. Who here think we have too much money? No. It's just like which lady think you're too pretty, you don't want to be so pretty, you want to be uglier. Nobody. Nobody thinks we are too rich, never think we are too beautiful, right? People say money cannot buy love, which is true, but money definitely can let you treat your loved ones better, right? And money cannot buy time, right? But money can save your time. You can take the plane instead of the train. You can give somebody $50. Say, hey, let me land up in front of you and give you $50. Usually people say, okay, especially in Asia. So money can save you time and make your life feels longer and feels better. We want money. So who combined money and learning language go over the world into one business? That's Richard. He will tell you more about how he found this idea. I heard about it. I really want to tell you, but I leave it with you. It's a lovely, romantic story. Leave that up again. Also, we have one guest here from Toronto. She's our leader, and she's been doing this business for about 2 years. She will tell you how many clients she has, how many people she helped to learn language, how many people she helped to become a lot richer than the original was. And that's Julie from Toronto. They really like Vancouver people, I guess. They come all the way here to meet us, and we really appreciate them. Let's give them one more hand. Okay, now we come to the program. When was the last time you paid to learn something? Yeah, for me, pretty recent. I always paid money to go to classes, and we really value the education, right? And then we pay to learn, and we pay to share good information. That's with the school, and we pay to the school, we pay to the private tutors,